Hello to everyone who is currently watching this video. Today is Thursday, so we'll do a trade breakdown of what do we take today, how and why. So let's not waste any of our time. So let's get into it. So let me share my screen with you guys. So today's trade was something like this. Took some nice gold long, 1 to 5 RR. RR, to be honest, kind of quick of a trade. Also, it was in pretty much for less than an hour, no, 1 hour or so. So really quick, 5 hour, 5% made on the day. So really nice. And looking kind of to what was the main turning point of it is firstly because I when I analyze the markets, I take into consideration a lot of what Dixie does, right? So for me to buy either gold, either GU or EU, Dixie has to go down, right? So if I want to buy gold, then I want to see Dixie in a point where it could possibly drop. Yes, and we can see there was a nice imbalance here that got rejected and a push to the downside was expected. So that gives the green light for gold longs, right? But we still need to find entry, right? So after yesterday's FOMC meeting, right, we liquidated the all-time high, pushed to the upside, then came on crashing down, recovered a little bit over the Asia session, then came back down, and now is the crucial support level, in my opinion, on gold, which is pretty much yeah this where we currently what the area we currently respected, right, is the a 15-minute imbalance and also just an overall large area of support. If you just kind of take your little boxes or whatever, just kind of draw through it, you of course see that it's a large area of supply, right? And then with that being said, of course, it's an interesting area for us to turn around. So now everything else I needed to see was pretty much some struggle at this level, right? Kind of revisiting it as seeing that price is actually respecting it, right? And on the 5 minute approaching London session, candles are becoming quite hectic, but you see still a lot of wicks from the downside, right? A lot of wicks from the downside. So that possibly is signaling that this area might have some validity, of course, because if not, then gold will probably just would most likely want to sell off, right? So the nice thing is that we saw this nice push to the down, not push to the downside, but respect, right? And then approaching London, 10 a.m. Latvian time, simply liquidated this candle and then pushed to the upside, entered off of here, and boom, easy trade, 1 to 5. Done, completed, targeting the targeting these highs, this, not these highs, but this high, right? Because it seems, to be honest, in my opinion, kind of strong. So targeting this high right here, with pretty much they're the same almost. Yeah, targeting this level. Then the next one is, of course, the Asia high, which is 3677. I think I have some still partials left that running until there, but the main idea is this position right here. Very nice, and to be honest, gave us some bullish hopes for gold again, because if we would have dropped below this level, then there's a lot of volume and liquidity to be grabbed down below, and we will most likely see bearish gold. But with this move, we kind of saved it, right? Also, the idea was to long GU today. After grabbing this liquidity, I think on the 1 hour we can see, yep, after liquidating this candle, right, a very nice and strong push to the upside was made, but sadly or not sadly, we did not get an entry, but it was not needed. So we wanted to enter off of here, but did not because we were already in gold. But G also worked out perfectly. Same the EU, right? Expectations were that we would turn bullish, at least take out these levels, which we most certainly did. Update on Bitcoin. Also, let's do also a small crypto update. Uh, Pushed to the upside after yesterday's, to be honest, hectic events, because the first initial reaction of the FOMC was bearish and then we flipped bullish, and now it seems like we're respecting this resistance now as a support, even if we kind of go into 15-minute time frame. Seems like this area of resistance is turning against some sort of a support, so that could be another bullish sign. Bitcoin dominance is again falling, which is a good sign for us for altcoin positions, right? With that being said, then of course ETH is pushing now today. Solana is pushing. Avalanche has woken up. Old Dino coin, right? Avalanche has woken up. XLM is pushing really nicely in the over the past few days. XRP also. Link is, of course, doing good as it always does. Dogecoin has been absolutely ripping. Oh, look at this guy. Dogecoin has been absolutely ripping, right? And then one coin that has been most recently added to my portfolio is LDO. LDO also pushing really, really nicely and up currently like 15% or something like that. Oh, VetChain also I think running really nicely. Oh, yes, damn, to be honest, running really good. Like 8% in profit. So that's something really, really nice, of course. And then looking into Nas seems like yeah, it's not stopping. Okay. If we just kind of see the monthly, um, I don't see the bearish September anymore. So it seems like possibly be one of the most better performing Septembers in recent history, I think of all time, because September has not been this good, I think, in forever, right? So it's nice to see the markets kind of pushing, and maybe giving us that born opportunity uh and altcoin season, right? Because if we look at the index, I think on the alt season, I think it has oh yeah, it's same, it's pretty much as yesterday. So we're still approaching pretty much peak altcoin season, right? When everything is just pumping, because now it's still couple of projects pumping across the board. Of course, if you just check, right, Link, for example, has been one of the worst performers in the past week, but Link gave us like a nice, I would say, entry not entry, but a nice push already before that. So of course it's a little bit slower now. But at the end of the day, you still see there are a couple of projects that are pumping, right? It's BNB, it's Solana now dominating Dogecoin. It's Hype also a little bit Avalanche. And then, a lot of mediocrity. The Monero has been good on this run, right? And just kind of across the board, Meme Core. Opa, that's a new one. But yeah, just kind of overall across the board over the past 7 days, there are a couple of projects that have been doing good and a couple of or that are just doing good. And at the end of the day, it just comes down to picking out the right ones and being in different many sectors, right? With that being said, we could also possibly coming back to trade and gold, could possibly see a reaction now to the downside. Maybe. I think interesting place for us for kind of uh, re-entering would be something like this, maybe. That's something I would consider, right? I'm not trading anymore today, but just in general to get the general market moves down, right, and everything. But yeah, I think with that being said, that's just a small overview of today, what happened and why. And yeah, we'll see us in the next one, guys. Have a good one.